सुना सुना जीवन अपना, सुना सुना जीवन अपना. And this is all the people you left behind at LUMS. They're calling out to you. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adil.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Marta.
Miss Marta, or which I used to refer to you as Miss Marta. I can call you Marta now with your permission.
Zarur.
Zarur, thank you. Marta was a faculty member when I was at LUMS, taught anthropology, always enjoyed her classes and always enjoyed our other interaction, which...
Apart from when you fell asleep.
You had to mention that. That was one time. We were kids and that was one time, but I remember you were very kind about it. But I made up for it by singing for you several times.
Yeah, I'm bored off very easily.
तेरे नैना देखो ना तेरे मेरे. Well, thank you so much for joining.
It's a pleasure.
The channel, as you know, is Desis and Pardes, and so I thought on Desis and Pardes we could invite a Pardesi who spent some time in this. But let's start off with a quick introduction about yourself and whatever you want to share.
Yeah, so I was born in Italy in a small village, and then I came to England as a teenager for a few summers learning English, and in that process I got familiar with curry because in Italy we are not very strong on South Asian food. So I discovered curry and totally fell in love with the cuisine. And when I started anthropology at uni and I had to decide what population to take up, I was very biased and decided that if I had to spend many hours in households talking with people, I might as well choose a population who cooked very well. So I started studying Pakistanis in Bradford, so the Pakistani diaspora. And people who have seen films like East is East will be familiar with that population. And then when I finished my PhD at Leeds University in Northern England, I actually wanted to go off to Bombay and become a Bollywood dancer.
Oh, wow.
For different reasons, I didn't manage that and I was quite disappointed. And then a job advert was published for a professorship at LUMS, and I had heard about LUMS. I hadn't been there. I heard very good things about it. And so I was booked for an interview. 2 months later, I was off to Lahore.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I left a part of my heart there. And then I came back and I did to England, because really England is my home. And I started teaching, well, in Wales, and could not enjoy it anymore because I really missed the curiosity and the love for learning that I had encountered with my students at LUMS. They were so proactive, they were curious, they were interested, they were grateful. And
Thank you.
So I decided to retrain as a psychotherapist. Didn't want to teach anymore. It wasn't giving me satisfaction. And so now I'm a psychotherapist.
You talked a little bit about when you came back, you brought a part of Pakistan back and fond memories. But maybe you could tell us a little bit about some of the shocks. Give us a reality check on what was it like when you first went to the country. I know you loved it and you have fond memories, but
Well, I had been to Azad Kashmir before. I spent 6 weeks in Mirpur a few years before, but I was staying in a village, didn't have a lot of interactions apart from the people in that village who were kind of all part of the same biradari. When I got to Lahore, it was a very different experience. And the first week I had to sort out the bureaucratic things. I had to open a bank account. I had to take passport photos for various cards, and that was proving quite difficult. The branch manager of the bank was kind of refusing to open my bank account unless I agreed to a date. And then when I went to take a passport photo, my friend who came with me, she had to take a call, so she went outside. And when she went outside, the photographer started undoing his shirt buttons. And then I was kind of, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? And then one day I was at the supermarket, and with the corner of my eye, I noticed something very familiar. And I realized that something very familiar was a picture of a blonde woman. And I said, what is a picture of a blonde woman here? What is the product? And the product were condoms of the very romantic name of Rough Rider. And I thought, oh my God, there is an association here between blonde hair and sex. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna get my hair dyed, and I just did so, and I became a brunette. And I have to say, my life became a bit easier.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry that happened.
Well, it does happen everywhere, but it was interesting to be racially profiled, you know.
And sometimes we should accept that it is a big problem, and how the society and in general in Pakistan, how we view women, how we might view someone who is not from Pakistan and is a gori, and what that translates to for whatever reason. And so I'm sorry you had to go through that. The troubles of being an immigrant from one country to another should not be of this nature. The troubles can be other types of trouble, language and logistics and getting a bank account, or in my case, understanding, what does credit score mean, or what does this mean, or how does traffic work, and that sort of stuff.
Ooh, how traffic works. Don't get me started on that, because it was wonderful to take a Liberty roundabout the other way around. I mean, when I did that the first time, I just thought, oh my God, I'm integrated.
Do you mean when you went the wrong way?
The quickest way.
The quickest way. There is no wrong way. There is no wrong way. आप उर्दू भी बहुत अच्छी बोलती हैं.
नहीं, ये झूठ है.
ये झूठ